This episode is brought to you by Fandango. People say fans are too distracted these days, but the truth is, when a great movie hits the screen, you show up. You stay glued, invested, part of the story. And without fans like you, there'd be no cinema magic, no shared moments. So head to Fandango.com to get tickets, stream, or rent or buy top movies and series. Fandango loves fans.
Lululemon just made the coziest matching set to get you to and from Pilates. Meet the Steady State hoodie and sweatpants, a fan favorite from our men's line, reimagined in super loft fabric that's smooth on the outside, fleecy soft on the inside. Level up your comfort in the new Steady State Super Loft, available now at Lululemon.com.
TaxAct knows filing taxes can be confusing, so we have live experts on hand who can help answer any questions you may have. Questions like, can I claim my SUV as my home office if I answer work emails in my car? If I adopted 12 dogs this year, can I list them as dependents? And, am I doing this right or am I doing this very, very wrong? Our experts have the answers to those questions and many others. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Come on in. It is the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. Of course, I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Sometimes I start a little early, so that's why it's good to have the post notifications on. That way you don't miss a live. I know, you know what? I need to figure out how to share it on Facebook, because I have a couple of people that actually want me to share it to them when I do go live. But anyways, let's give a moment of silence for the ones who couldn't make it here today for whatever reason. Let's give this moment. Coming up on the couch, April 20th is going to be mental health talk. April 22nd is going to be sickle cell talk. April 29th is going to be shroom talk. And April 30th is going to be fuck fentanyl. If any of these subjects resonate with you, you are more than welcome to come share your story right here on the couch. Today and tomorrow is the last day of prison jail felon talk, but don't worry. It'll be again next month, the month after that, and the month after that, and the month after that. Because we do it every month on the couch for a whole week. If you've seen what today's episode is, Faded Memories. And the reason why I put Faded Memories is because it doesn't matter how much time that you've done. Did you know that you can forget people, situations, and things that you went through? And it's not even because you wanted to. It's actually a trauma response. I couldn't think of, for the life of me, how come I don't remember certain people or things. And then I got to thinking like, it's because it was traumatic for me. It was traumatic for me, and naturally my body just, once I got out, it held on to certain memories, but it hid the rest. Almost like it just didn't want me to know or remember. And I know that probably sounds crazy saying it like that, but it's a reason why I couldn't remember. You know, when I first got out, I was a little unsteady. You know, I was mentally, physically, emotionally, like I was everywhere. So if I wouldn't have been able to, you know, put those memories in the back of my head, I probably would be worse off. You know, I probably would have been worse off, because who knows? I mean, nobody knows unless it would have happened, but it didn't happen a different way. And it's sometimes scary because it's like these people played, a big part in my life. Even if it wasn't like just talking to me every day, but it was just like being around me. And you know how when you're in a small neighborhood or a little town and everybody knows each other, it's just like that in the penitentiary. You might not know exactly what her last name or his last name is, but you know who that is. Now, you might not know them. Thank you for the gift. You might not know him or her like that, but you know him or her well enough to where you could be like, yo, can I do a 2-for-1? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are some people that we got noodles from, that we had fights with, that watched us fight, that brought us tissue when we was on the shitter and we ran out of tissue. Like, these is people that was there with us through everything. And to not remember some of them, it's kind of, I don't want to say sad because it saddens me sometimes because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and then whenever I see them or my memory gets jogged, it's like, oh my gosh, like, how did I forget that? Like, that was a good time. Or, or that was a good conversation, or, just how did we forget some people? How did we forget some situations? And that's, that defense mechanism is some of the reason why some people get out. And even though we're in there and we like, you know what, when we get out, I'm going to be fighting for the prison. I'm going to be an advocate. I'm going to make sure that I tell everybody what's going on in there. Well, that defense mechanism makes it to where you don't do that when you get out, because it's putting up a block of the memories, of the things that you went through, of the trauma, it's now getting you in the mind frame of focus. Now you got to worry about getting a job. Now you got to worry about paying probation or parole, or now you got to worry about. So now you're not thinking about, damn, Lisa back there, and the police was just messing with her, and I told her that even though she in lock, I'm going to make sure that I tell you. We forgot. Not purposely, but because our own body defended us. Putting up a defense mechanism to make sure that we don't remember these memories that'll probably sink us back into depression, or making us feel as if whatever is going to make us feel like it's not going to be there for 90% of us because of that defense mechanism. Then you're getting in your head like, oh, I got so much to do. Now, because you got so much to do, you think, well, let me do this real quick, and then I can get back to doing that. And then by the time you look back, it's been 3 years. It's been 4 years. 5 years. You celebrate 10 years out now. And you still haven't did anything that you said you was going to do. People still don't know about the injusticeness that's in the prisons. People still don't know that there's officers that's getting away with bringing drugs onto the facility. People still don't know. And it's because you came out with some valuable information. I know some people that came out with some good evidence and information to blow that shit out of the water. But because they got so caught up in their defense mechanism and their life and being in the world, they forgot. Now, coming back, double back, and don't allow that defense mechanism to stay up forever. Because eventually you have to work through your trauma. Otherwise, you're going to be forever lost. Because you're going to have memories that's lost. How do you know what's truly going on in your life if you can't remember everything? I'm just so thankful that some of my memories are starting to come back, because I'm like, I don't never want to forget the people that made a difference in my life. It's like, how did I forget to write you when you meant so much to me? How did I forget when no one else from outside the world was sending me money and putting things on my books that you provided and made sure I was good. How did I forget that? How did I forget that you have a life sentence and all you have is the penitentiary and my word to make sure that they're treating you okay in there, that I'm doing my part to make sure that you get the justice that you need in there while you're in there, to make sure that you're comfortable, because even though it's an uncomfortable situation, you shouldn't be put in fucked up situations because of officers wanting to act a certain way. How did I forget you? How did I forget to be the advocate? Even if it was 4, 5, 6 years that you remembered, the fact that you remember and then start trying to make a difference means everything. Make a difference for your people. Some of us, we don't know exactly what's going on in there because we don't keep in touch with people that's still in there. Sometimes we don't keep in touch with the people that's still in there because we know the penitentiary games that it comes with sometimes, especially if you're talking to somebody that just, hey, I need some cigarettes. Hey, I need this on my books. Hey, I need that. It's not, hey, how you doing? What's it like out there? What would I be coming into? Or it's, hey, I need. Coming home soon. Okay. So a lot of people stray away from keeping in touch because they feel like, well, if I keep in touch, it'll drag me back into that old ways, or it'll make me, want to take penitentiary chance. Like whatever excuse you put in your head, because we do it. We give ourselves an excuse to why we're not putting money on the phone. When we knew what it was like to be on the yard, calling someone we love, knowing that they looking dead ass at the phone. They looking right at the phone. And we doing the same thing. We're looking at the phone while they're calling. And we're like, I'll get back to you in a minute. I got a couple things to do. I remember when I used to make phone calls, I didn't get an answer. I'm like, you know what? When I get out, no matter what time of day it is, no matter if I'm at work or not, if somebody is calling me from the penitentiary, I'm going to answer. Unless I'm just dead ass asleep and I just don't wake up, I'm going to answer. And even though I don't really get that many phone calls from prison, anytime my phone rings, sometimes if I'm asleep, I wake up. I try to answer the phone for everybody that calls me, because not just because I'm the couch, but because I'm just the type of person that if I'm your friend and you have my number, that means you can call me anytime that you need to vent. And sometimes I got friends in Detroit and they want to vent at 2 a.m, which is 1 o'clock our time. So, wifey said you get quite a few. I mean, I do get quite a few penitentiary calls, but not as often as my regular calls, is what I mean. But I try to be there for everybody. That's why sometimes, you'll see, I have, different stories on the couch, because I have so many people that once they get brave enough to speak up, they'll hit me up like, yo, I'm ready to do this story. Let's get it. And I'm like, boom, let's do it. Let's do it. Any way that I can help. And that's why a lot of times it comes from how I was done in prison. Just like some of my calls not being answered or me not getting letters. I do everything, Nakia. I do everything that I can to write. If I can't visit, I filled out applications to get in. I get a lot of bull crap from the penitentiaries as far as like me sending letters. They always send my letters, but only one letter went through that I know. No, two. Matter of fact, I'm lying. Maybe like 4 or 5 within the time that the couch started getting big. Because before that, I was able to send any letter that I wanted. But Funky Town, she got my letter, and what's funny is we was talking about her on the couch, and I was like, y'all, I'm about to look for her. I'm going to look for her, and I'm going to write her. And I don't know if y'all remember, but when I found her, I posted her information just in case y'all wanted to write her, too. So I was like, well, let me just write her. I'm hoping that she gets it. If she doesn't, then I'll know. So I wrote her. I never got a letter back, so I was like, well, she probably didn't get it, just like all my other letters. So she just recently got out. And she started crying on the phone, and she's like, Janelle, when I seen your letter, she said, I was reading it like Janelle. And she was like, Janelle is schizo. Janelle is schizo from Maple Bassett. And it just made me so happy because I was just like, when you get this, I don't know what you was doing in life before this happened. But just know that it's motherfuckers out here that love you and that you made a difference in their life and we care about you, and I was just telling her about me and wifey getting married and just, just hit me up whenever you get out. And so when she got out, she hit me up, and it's just exciting to just, know that you got my letter, Yeah. We're going to have another reunion this year. I'm super excited. It's going to be round 2. So if anybody want to come that's been locked up to the reunion, I'm going to start announcing it. We should start announcing it, in June? Next month. Yeah, we should. Facts. So next month, I'm going to start announcing the prison reunion. Yep, the last Sunday in August. We did it 2 times. We did it on a Saturday and a Sunday. Saturday, we did it in Tulsa. And Sunday, we did it in Oklahoma City. Didn't we? Oh, you know what? You're right. We went to one in Tulsa. You're right. You're absolutely right. But if they are having the one in Tulsa, we will be at the one in Tulsa. Before I wrap it up, I do want to give you guys some, just a little something that made me smile. So my friend Kelly, she brought me a bunch of different pens and markers and stuff. And it reminded me of when we was in prison, we used to, I'm talking about, baby, this right here, this is bank. You hear me? I'm talking about this is bank because this is ink to do tattoos. Yep. Now, if it got the glitter in it, not so much. You don't want to use that one. But if it's just a regular gel, not the one with the yellow. If it got the yellow, don't use it. The one with the clear. Yeah. What, you said not the one with the clear? Oh, okay. I was going to say because... Yep. So, there's different ways that they used to make, like, tattoo guns. And it's so funny because my wife was actually a tattoo artist, and I was too. But I did the regular stick and poke. And I don't know why, but, like, I loved the feeling of the stick and poke. And I remember one time it was my birthday. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do something special for myself. I'm going to get myself a tattoo. And it goes from here all the way down to like my lower stomach. But I was like, I'm a draw what I want, and I'm gonna get it done. So as soon as count cleared, I had to sacrifice eating, drinking, smoking. Because if you want to get a tattoo and you want to be uninterrupted and also make sure that it looks good and you don't get caught, you got to make sure that you have time. You can't be running in and out, and you got to stay put. Period. Stay put. And they going to make it look like whoever's your watch, whoever's your jigger, they going to make it look like ain't nobody in there. So y'all do y'all thing. Get your thing done, okay? Man, I'm telling you, my shit took two days full. And it was just regular stick and poke. But there's some things that you can do in prison that could just take your mind off of things. Some people learn that they have hidden talents in prison. There's so many artists in prison. Oh my gosh, so many singers, musicians, so many just, man, Giggles was such, she still is, such an amazing, like, tattoo artist, just, yeah. Oh my gosh, like she, to me, if there was a top 3 tattoo artists in prison, I would say Regina is first, Echo was second, and I would say, I might say Miranda Merchant, rest in peace. Ooh, yeah. See, it's one thing. My favorite, and I'm gonna give it to her again. Regina has the best script. She had the best script on the yard. You know. Yes. They had people that made blankets, made backpacks, I'm talking teddy bears, like so much talent that is still stuck on the yard. How can we forget these memories? How can we forget these talents? And what can we do to help get their talent out there? Even if, say, you have a friend that is a very amazing artist, but they're in prison for life. Well, start a little storefront online with all of their products. Start having them send you the products, stack up on the products, and get them an inventory, and then have their money sent to them right back on their books. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yes, it definitely needs to be a thing. I would love to buy more prison merch. You know, people that have these talent making cups. Remember, man, we used to have cups. Man, every season. It don't matter of fact, birthday, holiday. Yes. Cups, banners, birthdays, kids' birthdays. Oh my gosh. And the talent shows, top tier. And the Dirty G string, we ain't the Dirty G string. Y'all, listen. Prison wasn't always bad. Yeah, it sucked to be in there. But the memories that I can't believe I forgot. The people that I'm so saddened that I haven't been right before. Like, remember how close me and Lanita Bateman was. You know, some people, I'm literally just now remembering their names again because of my defense mechanism that I didn't even know was up. You know, I see faces and I'm like, man, I know that face. And then the memory comes back and it's like, oh my gosh, how did I forget you? I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. Now I see how easy it is to forgive someone in prison. But when somebody's not around, you just don't think about them more. I get it. The ones that didn't really make a big difference in your life or just was in passing, how can we forget their faces too? They were there for a big part of our life. So let's try to do what we can to not let these memories fade away. And if you have a platform or some way that you can to help be the voice for the voiceless, do it. Do it. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I got a banging migraine and I think I need to see a neurologist for real. Because it's long-lasting pain. Sometimes it just, I want to fight. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Y'all know what that means. I'll see you in the morning. 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I'll see y'all. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I love y'all so much. See you tomorrow. You could just put done.